first. Is that okay? You guys don't mind if I do a piece, dude? Yo, cats is broke. You act like that's a joke, like these cats will not grab the gap and smoke for like half a Coke in that jacket low, getting the sense you ain't out here. It won't take one of us. It won't take 25. It will take all of us for all of us to survive. Thank you.
All right.
The problem is when we're in this bubble that we're all in, and we understand that things are not going to get better, we get scared.
Right.
The problem is that if we continue to stand face to face and talk to each other about this moment of terrorism, the terrorists, these corporations, are going to win.
We want a world rooted in peace and justice, and we want to honor the radical Dr. Martin Luther King, that without slave labor, there's likely that there would have been no subsequent textile industry. And without the cotton textile industry, it is unclear how the United States would have become a major industrial power.
I'm a revolutionary.
All right.
Because imperialism, by its very nature, was based on exploitation and oppression. During the height of the segregation struggle, as a young, an older girl or a young woman, you know, that age, she said, so I was on the bus, I was on a public bus, and the bus was full, and an elderly black woman got on the bus. So Mama got up and offered her seat. And she said that the elderly woman said, no, you sit down. See, it had been so internalized in this older woman that she knew what Mama was doing was like not what should be done, right? She said, Keith, I didn't know what to do. So I just stood there next to her. And the reason I'm crying right now is I don't know what to do.
All right.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. And I'm asking you all to do your best too.
What does a state government operating on love look like? Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's get to work.
I came up with a little rap about the situation in Benton Harbor. Whirlpool, what a whack company. Whirlpool, it's a natural catastrophe. Whirlpool, it drags you under the sea. What they do to Benton Harbor, they can do to you and me. A conspiracy of terror, it's us against them. They plotted in darkness, but the cover is blown. Thanks, Rachel Maddow. They will reap as they've sown.
Wow, that's great.
If I'm occupied to talk about the 1% versus the 99%, we got to understand concretely what that means. And that is that 1% is getting protected and intertwined, and this government is only representing its interests.
All the people who came together to help get me out of prison, without y'all, I would not be here today. Because I've probably been there for a whole 10 years.
Yeah.
And in 2009, we got our emergency manager, Joseph Harris.
Yeah.
He had only been there 2 days, and he took the mayor's desk and put it in the basement. But it was a good move, because it showed him and everybody else who was in power. He took their cell phones. And you and I know that you can't take a black person's cell phone. You take that cell phone, you got to fight on your hand. We get and that's what we give a Jesse Jackson a free pass, a Al Sharpton a free pass because they black. In reality, they're working against us, and they're working for the corporations. Whirlpool went out and purchased 350 memberships of the NAACP, and he told them, their exact words, the only criteria for you to receive a membership is that you have to vote against Reverend Pinckney.
Where every municipality is going to have to raise their own money, and people are really going to have to seriously decide what civilization they're going to have.
Absolutely.
Are they going to have a library, fire department?
Inasmuch as Benton Harbor's like largely black, largely unemployed, why aren't the people coming together? I would think that you would have 90% of the people going, yeah, obvious, and take over.
You have the church. Church folks, they pastor are funded by Whirlpool. Then you have these other folks who have jobs. The ones that have jobs are in full support of Whirlpool. Most of the time, you don't want to be, if you got a job and he don't have a job, you don't want to hang out with them.
They were showing us one thing, and I was sitting there, because I'm a teacher, I'm pulling up school districts, and I'm looking everywhere where they closed the school down, they opened up a charter school. So while they're telling us we don't have any kids, and you know the money's not there, and this, that, and the other, every neighborhood where they closed these schools, a charter school popped up in the exact same spot. So I said, okay, so.
Fighting words of warriors into flames. Getting down in the trenches where grass is not greener, but brown from spirits that stain. And in between they talk about, I'm gonna be a superstar. And I gotta get me a man with them tight rims on his car. See, this is the hood.
What I want you to continuously think about throughout these 3 hours is this gonna help us end poverty in our lifetime?
Poverty doesn't have to exist. Poverty was always tied to an absence of accessing resources.
Yeah. You're right? Okay, that's pretty good. So, I want everybody in the room, put your right hand up, put your right hand up, put your right hand up. All right, that's right. Put your left hand up, put your left hand up. All right, this is where it's going to get challenging. All right, left foot out, left foot out, left foot out. Hold it. So we choose love.
We choose love.
We choose humanity.
We choose humanity.
We acknowledge that there will be challenges.
We acknowledge that there will be challenges.
We choose to listen to each other authentically. We choose love as our infinite resource.
We choose love as our infinite resource.
So that's it.
Oh, these are the sons and daughters of the people.
Against Walmart, Monsanto.
Against Walmart, Monsanto.
And the bee dying off thing.
And the bees dying off. That's when you guys sing.
Do you always have bees in your store? Do you always get bees in your store? That's pretty cool.
Is it a bad thing or a good thing?
Bad thing.
So we don't want to shop here no more? I don't shop here. I'm just against. Yeah,
You definitely don't want to work here.
I don't want to work here.
What killed the bees? We gotta know. What happened?
Look at that. Aren't they funny?
The building, please. And last nicely, if you guys could please leave the building.
Certainly.
Okay, thank you. I'd ask you guys to please leave the building.
We went in there and then started labeling food, and then Danielle was the queen bee and she had a whistle, so then when she blew the whistle, then we all died. There were like a couple of people that were, they're like, the bees are dying! The bees are dead! Why are the bees dead?
Thank you. I just wanted to point this is an example of awesome woman leadership type style, what she's doing for me right now. And I want to point that out, that you're a badass woman and I embrace you and I love you and you're beautiful. Bam. Okay. So
We came up with 4 topics that we wanted to discuss, or 3, I guess, or 2 now.
Okay.
One of which being the inclusiveness in the fight against patriarchy and how media affects patriarchy.
when you go into a situation, it will be the male that takes over, the male that leads, and the expectation that women are supposed to follow. And I'm not saying that that happens all the time, but in a lot of situations that's the way it pans out.
Felt defensive because of what you said. I apologize that I reacted or strongly, but I felt strongly. So
for me, it's if I say we're trying to do this equality thing and it's clumsy and so forth, and it's like, how do you not know? That was kind of I'm exaggerating, but that's the way I was like, whoa.
And I felt afterwards, you defending yourself was a very typical male behavior, and that was not necessary.
So I went up and I said, can I join? I didn't know, and they said, well, this is the people of color. And that was the first time I thought, oh my God, we have people of color group? Like I didn't understand it. Mm-hmm. And I thought, well, what are they talking about that we're not all in on? And that this is an ongoing process. We all don't become perfect feminists overnight. You know, we're all constantly changing our vocabulary, constantly changing our behaviors to make everyone feel more comfortable and included.